He's trying to break up with her, but she just says no. I don't accept it. Nope. Break up. Not hearing it. Nope.
No exit.
Nope. This has to be a decision we're both going to make, and I disagree. No. You got something going on in your life you want to share with us? Go ahead, hit us up at thebertshow.com. Kristen has the email.
Bert Show, I desperately need your help. How do I get it through my girlfriend's head that I no longer want to be her boyfriend? Seriously, I've broken up with her in person, via text, and even on Instagram. But she refuses to acknowledge we are broken up. For the record, I don't feel threatened or anything. Don't get me wrong. This is some weird behavior, but I truly don't think she's capable of anything sinister. She's just an incredibly emotional person and is hell-bent on making this relationship work. First time I tried to break up with her was in person. We dated for about 8 months. The relationship was great in the beginning. It actually progressed pretty quickly. We exchanged I love yous about 6 months in. We were spending practically every night together. But over the last month, something shifted for me. I can't put my finger on it. No, there's nobody else. I think it's because I'm 26, still figuring things out for myself, and would prefer not to be in a serious relationship right now. She, however, is on a different page. She's ready for commitment and to settle down. Our timing is just off. Last week, I told her as kindly as possible that we weren't on the same page, and I felt it was best if we went our separate ways. 4 hours later, we were still talking about the same thing over and over and over.
Oh, I know this. I feel I've been here.
4 hours later, I made the mistake of doing this at my apartment and couldn't just leave.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah, it can't be a home game. That's got to be a visiting game.
Yeah. I've left before and realized, I live there. Where am I going?
She refused to leave, and I didn't have the heart to kick her out, so she stayed. I know. But what else was I supposed to do? By the way, nothing physical happened. The next morning, I woke up and she was gone. She had left a note saying, "Thank you for the honesty and that we can work this out together."
I'm sorry, this breakup is just not going to work for me. I'm sorry.
It was obvious nothing I said had sunk in. I texted her that day and told her that while I do care for her, I no longer wanted to be in a relationship and this was over. She never acknowledged the text. Instead, later that day, I get a text asking what she should pick up to eat for dinner. I told her under no conditions should she come over. No text back, and thankfully, she didn't come over. I thought that was the end of it, but then, a few days later, she posted a picture of the two of us together with this mushy caption like we were still together. WTF. I DM'd her to take it down immediately, and that's when I got as stern as possible without trying to be a complete D-bag. Dealing with this level of crazy, I want to keep any communication on my end as civil as possible for fear of how she might twist things. I told her, "We are done." That was in all caps. And I wish her the best. I untagged myself from the photo and unfollowed her on all our socials. I'm bracing myself for the next time she reaches out because I feel like this isn't over. Any tips on how to get a breakup to stick? Thanks. Bad breakup, Ben.
Anybody got anything here? 1-855-BERT Show. Because this did happen to me, but it was so long ago with Chandra that it was before social media. It was before any of this. So I remember seeing my therapist about it at the time saying, I can't get out of this relationship. I'm trying. But she refuses, right? And I've jokingly told you guys the story where she's like, all you got to do is look me in the eyes and tell me you don't love me and I will be out this door. And I say, well, I don't love you. And she's like, you don't mean that. And we're still together, right? And there was just nothing I could do. Back in the day, his advice was sometimes they just need to see it in writing. So I literally, check this out, took out a pen to paper. Yeah, and back then you could send stuff in the what they used to call the mail.
Is that you have to use those things called stamps?
I think that was involved.
Got it.
If I remember correctly, yeah. I think that sounds familiar.
That's like the thing you lick and then put it on.
Yeah. Now it's all coming. Now it's all coming back to me. That's it.
You don't have to lick them anymor.
What?
No. They're sticky on their own.
Oh, look at the times.
Yeah. The evolution is amazing.
We've come a long way.
Amazing.
Anywho, so I did. I sent the letter, and sure enough, it worked.
Really?
It did. That was it. Like seeing it, I think, in her face, like, and reading it was different. But look, a text is the same thing now. An email is the same thing now. Social media is the same thing now. And if she's not getting it, then she's just not getting it.
I've been in a similar situation as well. I had to take a different route because I think with her, it was that we would always break up and get back together. So she just didn't believe it. She just felt like this is temporary. We'll get back together. It's not a thing. And she just would not accept that it was over. And the advice that I was given was to just ignore it. Like you have to, because I felt bad. So I would always fall into her wanting to talk about it. And then that would make her think there was hope. So I had to just completely shut it all off and move on without feeling bad about it.
Hey, Megan, good morning. You have any advice for this dude that just wants to break up? And she's like, nope, that's not going to work for me.
Good morning. I had a relationship kind of like this with a guy back in the day. And people don't seem to look at women, I guess, to be violent. Or like he said before, I don't think she'd do anything that bad. He needs to cut ties completely. Because this could go south very quickly. Because the fact that she ignored his text and then just, hey, what can I pick up for dinner? No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I feel you.
Screams crazy.
Yeah, someone at one point told me that there are just some people that are looking to be broken up with badly so that their story to their friends, their narrative can be, oh, look at this guy. What an idiot. Look what he did here, right? And this might be a case, even though I hate this phrase, he might be being too nice.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I've never blocked anybody like on my phone, but when you block somebody and they try to reach out to you, does it tell them that they're blocked?
No, it just it used to. Nowadays, I just think your text won't go through.
Oh, okay.
Like it'll turn green if it's an iPhone. You'll know it won't went through, but it won't tell you that you're blocked.
Okay.
I don't know what the words are that you would have to use to say like, I just want to let you know we're done. This is absolutely not working for me anymore for her to get it. Mike, you got those words?
Well, sort of. I was going to play a little bit of devil's advocate on her behalf to say that, if they did just break up and she gave it a couple of days before texting him, and then, after that it was a single post and that was it, to me that is nowhere near crazy girlfriend level. Now that he has drawn that line in the sand to say we are done, if she continues after that, then yeah, you got a problem. But for now, I would give her the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, so you're giving a little grace period right now. It's still fresh. She's not believing it.
Part of the grieving process a little bit is denial. So she could just be, not have faced it yet that it's over. And now that he's drawn that to say, no, it is, now she can continue on with her grieving process and hopefully move past it.
You make a lot of sense. You make a lot of sense. Mike, call anytime, okay? Because there's obviously none of that in here.
The Bert Show.
So first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get the Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.